Ladies and gentlemen, we can no longer just stand around. We must now stand together.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Chelsea News Blitz. I'm going to try and cover all the sort of important news that's been happening over the last 24 hours or so, you know, from protests that's been organized to all the latest updates in regards to what's going on in the Chelsea bid, some transfer news as well, some news about contract extensions and whatnot. It's going to be exciting. Let's get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, this is where we start. My man Matisse Armani, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, has initiated this and has gathered all the big influencers out there, YouTube content makers and any content makers out there together in a group to spread this particular word. And it's up to us now. It's up to us. We can do it, ladies and gentlemen. If you so badly, don't want to see the Ricketts like the majority of the fan base does, please make yourselves to the Brentford match at 12 p.m., just before, hour before, I believe, the kickoff. And there's a protest that's been organized and it's spreading big time. Some of the journalists are, commenting on it, retweeting it, talking about it in their articles. So this is going to be the biggest push, hopefully, to send a message out there to the Chelsea board and anyone that's involved in this whole process in order to not have the Ricketts family be one of the contenders at all. It's mad how all of the things that's been revealed about them, and they're still in line to be, they're probably favourites. That's the sad part. I'm going to do a separate video sometime tomorrow outlining all the key factors that's been found about the Ricketts so that we can get a better understanding. But this is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the slogan. We can no longer just stand around. We must now stand together. The protest is on Saturday, 2nd April. As you can see here, 12 p.m. UK, Stamford Gate, Stamford Bridge. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are one of those fans that go to the matches or you're a local, please do your level best to go out there and support this cause, support the team that we love so much, and ensure the future is in good hands. So make sure you get out there. And as I said, this is being retweeted and big journalists out there are talking about this. Nizaar tweeted it out as well. There's a no to Ricketts protest plan before Chelsea's match with Brentford this weekend. Yet for the rival bidders, the concern is more about if the process has been breached. As reported in the Times, could the other three bids react and protest too? As there was a video yesterday, Bruce Buck, an imposter within Chelsea, and we need to talk about Bruce Buck as well down the track in one of the videos. He probably needs to go. He's just as culpable. He's 100% breached the process of this bidding situation, which I called it out a long time ago, that it was already compromised, it was already corrupted. It was predetermined that Ricketts were going to win. Rain groups are in with it. They're friends with them. Now it seems like Bruce Buck is friends with them as well. So great to see Nizaar tweeting this out as well, off the back of what he already had tweeted out before this. It has been an interesting last 24 hours of Chelsea sale process. Favouritism towards the Ricketts bid, protests floated up upcoming home games, and concerns about a lack of transparency. A few thoughts on the feelings of unrest. This is from his particular article. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it gets even more interesting. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, that there's no billionaire out there that's clean. No one. And now they've found dirt around Sir Martin Broten and also Stephen Paluca, and it's reached the government level once again. So with that said, there's literally one particular group that's clean at the moment, and that's Todd Bowley's consortium. There's not much being found about Todd Bowley at the moment. The thing is, if you do research and dig enough, you'll probably find stuff about Todd Bowley too, but these two particular groups, Sir Martin Broten and Stephen Paluca, they're in deep trouble as well. Interesting thread. I wonder if Chelsea supporters need to broaden their protest horizons beyond Ricketts. Similarly, Lord Peter Brian M. Hayne has called on the government to block Stephen Palika's bid due to accusations of malpractice in South Africa. And he goes on to say, Broughton came to prominence at British American Tobacco, becoming finance director in 1988. They aren't without their controversies, as we all know. British American Tobacco. Just do your Google search and you'll find so many articles. That's highly controversial. Stephen Palika's spokesperson disputes what was said in Parliament by Peter Hain. Bain Capital, which is the main group that's backing Stephen Palika, Bain Capital spun out from Bain and Company in 1984. Since then, the two firms have operated completely independently of another. And there's a whole heap of other stuff that's going on. But let's go back on this one from Mark Fermaner, who is Director, Burma Campaign UK. Following controversy over who is fit and proper person to own Chelsea, Martin Broughton is now in the running to take the club over. At Burma Campaign UK, we have experience of dealing with him. BAT used to be in a joint venture with Burmese military. Broughton implied he didn't want to end the joint venture out of concern for the workers in the factory, but the joint venture factory in Burma paid wages so low they met the UN definition of extreme poverty. At the time, the Burmese military had been ruling Burma for decades, engaged in war crimes and crimes against humanity as they targeted ethnic minorities in the country. They systematically used rape against women and children. BAT helped to fund them. It's mad. Martin Broughton responded by aggressively defending his business partnership with the military, which raped children. It was very profitable for them. He hired PR people to counter our campaign to persuade BAT to end its partnership with the military. I mean, look, it goes on to talk about a whole heap of other stuff about Sir Martin Broughton. Look, as I said, not a single group is clean, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, for people out there that, you know, at this moment are not only talking about the Ricketts and you know, talking about Sir Martin Broughton, you know, they're still having a go at Roman as well. And I feel like saying, look, you celebrated for 19 years under Roman's regime, and now all of a sudden, you know, you have an issue. Like as if you didn't know that Roman was involved in these sort of things. As I said, as soon as you involve politics into football, it's a long day. It's a long day. What do you do? I suppose if you're proven guilty, then okay, fine. But until then, if there's assumptions, then do you know what I mean? Like it's quite mad. Never a quite Chelsea day. Barca tried to take advantage. Chelsea limbo by adding Rudiger to wanted list. Supporters urged to take the No to Ricketts campaign to Stamford Bridge. Online petition against Ricketts passes 16K. Ladies and gentlemen, there's an online petition as well that's gone around. Do make yourself, you know, go to that particular website, put the signature down, and, you know, put your name down in the petition that you're against the Ricketts as well. All of this helps the cause massively. Never a Quiet Chelsea Day, Part 2. Sale process hit by further controversy as Parliament is called on to throw out Stephen Palika's bid, and Sir Martin Broughton comes under fire. Meanwhile, the Ricketts are the target of protest and petition, as I said. There's only one bidder that is clean at the moment. That's Todd Bowley, and it's a no-brainer at this stage. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about some transfer news. We saw some information about Antonio Rudiger from Matt Law. We're going to get into this. Barcelona want to sign Antonio Rudiger. Negotiations held in Barcelona last night. There's a video, ladies and gentlemen. Barcelona are seemingly trying to sign the entire back three that won the Champions League at Chelsea for £0. There's a video of this scenario going on, ladies and gentlemen, where Rudiger's agent has been spotted in Barcelona going into their headquarters and talking about potentially, you know, obviously the Rudiger situation. Exclusive secret negotiations in Barcelona on Wednesday night. Alamani Cruyff and Ayar's agent Sensei met in the hotel, the Barcelona edition. The appointment went 3 hours. Barca wants Rudiger as free agent. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's quite mad. Barcelona, Christensen is done and dusted. They will announce that very soon. They're up for Azpilicueta as well. Now they're up for Rudiger. Our Champions League back three. They're going after it. I mean, I don't blame them. They're top players. But I I blame us for not doing this, for not looking after this situation nice and early when it was January and we got Thiago Silva's situation sorted. Thank God we got Thiago Silva's situation sorted, because if we didn't, we'd be in the mud right now. Massively in the mud. Why didn't we take that opportunity to fix up Rudiger's situation at that point, and even Christensen's? But look, for me, the bigger loss is Rudiger. There was a point in January this year where we were thinking, no, you know what? He's probably going to stick around. Chelsea's doing their level best, but the whole situation with the ownership nonsense that's going on, Roman being sanctioned, now we don't even know who our next owner is. Antonio Rudiger, I just don't know if there's going to be enough time to get this deal done. So, look, I don't blame him trying to look around for a club, because potentially he won't have a club to go to in a few months' time. And God knows where our ownership situation is going to be at. And who knows what the philosophy is going to be for the new owners. But I would love them to, I'd love new owners to come in ASAP and get Thomas Tuchel and Antonio Rudiger done and dusted for a long period. Give them a long contract. But look, as the word goes at the moment, Antonio Rudiger's high salary complicates any possible deal with Barcelona. That's the thing. Barcelona cannot afford high salary, and Rudiger is going to demand high salary if he's going to move away from Stamford Bridge. Barcelona already got issues with the Dembele situation. Ousmane Dembele, they can't afford to pay him too much. So you'd think this is probably going to be a bit beyond them, but you never know. The feeling around Antonio Rudiger's camp is that Barcelona will not reach the proposals that other clubs have offered him. This is from Nathan Giesing. This is CFC news page from Instagram. He's well connected with the inside news. So when he's saying that Barcelona will not be able to reach a proposal, hopefully we still have a hope that when the new owners come in, that we can get this sorted. He's been a sublime player for us, ladies and gentlemen. Antonio Rudiger is one of the leaders, not just in defense, but a leader in general for the team. And since Thomas Tuchel's taken over, the man has been world class. Simple as that. If we were to lose him, I think that's going to be highly detrimental to the football club. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Cesar Azpilicueta's contract at Chelsea has been extended by a year due to clause in his contract being triggered after he met the threshold for games played. This is from Sky Sports News. Look, I'm happy with this. I don't know what the future holds, ladies and gentlemen, once the new owners come in. I want all the leaders to stick around. Azpilicueta, as I've always said, look, I wasn't too bothered a couple of months ago before all of this saga started with the ownership BS, thinking we may get Jules Koundé, we may get XYZ, and Azpilicueta's time may be coming to an end because at the end of the day, Reece James is the main guy in right wing back. But now with all these doubt, I need everyone to stick around. I really do. But ladies and gentlemen, apparently this isn't set in stone. Just because we've triggered the clause and extended his contract one more year, that doesn't mean Barcelona can't come back and buy him. So watch this space. Barcelona's on a madness, ladies and gentlemen. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this situation with the protest. As I keep saying, the banner is there. The ticker is ticking, as you can see in the bottom. If you're available on Saturday, please make yourself go out there. This is one big opportunity for us to save Chelsea Football Club's future and make sure that it goes to someone like Todd Boehly. If you haven't seen my recent video about Todd Boehly and his plans on how he's going to move the club forward, check that out. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you have. Let's get to 12,000 subscribers. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. And also smash the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Coming up is the Brentford game. So look out for a whole heap of live streams coming up for the match preview. A whole heap of other videos are going to drop in regards to Ricketts. It's going to be mad. You don't want to miss out on what this channel is going to be producing over the next few weeks, days, and so on and so forth. Until next time, take care and see you.